Hey guys, today we're looking at a very special email, one that instantly produced a 30% lift in revenue. That's not really why it's so special and why it's worthy of your time and my breakdown. It's special for two reasons. First, it was written by Kim Krause Schwalm, who is one of the truly A-list copywriters in the supplements market. And if you want to find out how to write highly profitable emails or copy in any medium, the best way I found is to study the best and see what they're doing. And if, as if Kim wasn't enough reason to study the email, this company, the email was written for a company called Advanced Bionutritionals, who, if you're copy nerd like me, you may know that they're copy chief by none other than Paris Lampropoulos, who is possibly the number one supplement writer in the world. And the second reason this email is so special is because it's doing something you don't really see a whole lot in email, or you may not. As you know, email does a whole lot of things, right? You can nurture prospects along the journey, stay in touch with customers and maintain loyalty, drive traffic to your pages. But what you may not know is there's a way to use email to tap into entirely new segments of your market and get sales from folks who'd otherwise never buy from you. And if that sounds over the top, I get that, but it's what you can do when you use emails to tap into powerful new positioning. And without further ado, we're going to look at the email here. So the context, this was written originally by Kim Krause Schwalm at the start of the pandemic. And it was written for people who have heard a lot about nitric oxide and they know about the benefits it has. But, in the pandemic, people had a whole lot more demand for, immune health stuff, right? And lung support. And so what this email is doing is it's tapping into a branding positioning for the product that's never been done before. So, we're really highlighting, immune and lung health benefits that hadn't been done. So the way we start doing that is we look at the headline here, or the subject line, excuse me. We can see that, it's got to do two things, essentially. It's got to get clicks and it's got to select the audience. It selects the audience by saying, for immune health, and it gets clicks, first by having like an unexpected juxtaposition, right? So people never heard of nitric oxide for immunity before. And so having these two things together is kind of like surprising. They want to learn more about it. And the second thing that is, driving that intrigue and that curiosity is, it's not a direct promise, it's a question. And so there's more open-endedness to it, a little bit of an open loop. And so it's going to drive the click inside. Once they click in, it starts with the context of what they already know. They know NO can do these things for you. What they haven't heard is that, there's new research that shows it can work wonders to fend off dangerous invaders. So this is the first claim here we have to prove. It's an immunity claim, and it's implying that if you use this, you won't get infected by the virus. It's not saying virus because she wants to stay compliant with the FDA. So it's just kind of implied. A previous version actually said the word virus in the email, but they don't really need to do it. They have it in there, so they took it out. So now we need to prove that, right? So in one study, it reduced the number of cells invaded by 100 times. And that's such a great proof element. In a market where it's very competitive, oftentimes the best way to set yourself apart is with the strength of your proof, right? Stronger the proof, stronger the claims, and this proof is incredible. It's so specific. It's showing just how effective NO is at boosting the immune system. And I don't want to go too much into this, but the way she got this was super cool. One thing you run into when you're looking up research is, you find the abstract of the study. You won't find the full text study originally, but some of the best stuff is in that full text study. So you have to find the abstract, then you have to find the full text study. Here it is here. And then you have to dig through the whole thing, right? And it's all this mumbo jumbo that no one could possibly understand. But if you dig through it, you'll find this right here, right? So treatment with this resulted in a 2-log reduction in the yield of progeny virus. So we know SNAP is something that provides NO. And what does 2-log mean? I don't know, but you can Google it. If you do, you find that 2-log is 100 times reduction. So we know that NO reduced by 100 times, how much virus was produced. So now we can say it reduces the number of cells invaded by 100 times. because if there are 100 times fewer viruses, it's going to reduce the cells that are invaded it correspondingly. So we proved the immune health claim here. Now we need to prove the lung health claim. So multiple studies show this natural killer molecule can give crucial support to your lungs and keep you breathing deeply and freely. One thing to note here is it's, in the previous version of the email, it didn't say naturally occurring molecule. It said miracle molecule. The reason why they changed it is because that's kind of a very claimy thing to say. And so you need proof to balance it out. And in the previous email, the proof was straight above this line. It called the molecule a Nobel Prize winning molecule. And so removing that, we have to kind of step back the miracle molecule claim into, very kind of a bland, natural occurring molecule descriptor here. But obviously, you want to have support to your lungs because you don't want to die, right? If you can't breathe deeply and freely, you might be dead, you might be sick, you don't want that. So we're going to prove that claim now. Clinical trials showed that it reduced artery pressure by 17.4%. Okay, that's proof. What does that mean? Nobody knows. So she's going to break it down. What that means is it helped patients with breathing issues maintain oxygen to their lungs, even if they exercise. So we've now proved the lung health claim. We proved the immune health claim. All that's left to do now is to make the prospect want to solve this problem right now. And you do that with what I call like the problem of why now, or the problem of great need. Schwartz would call it like, what, am I really in such grave danger? And you need to make them feel that for getting your thing, right? So the way that Kim does that is she says, your body makes this, but as you age, it makes less. And so then she proves it, when you're this age, you have half. When you're this age, you have 15%. And so, if you do nothing, it's going to keep getting worse. You're going to be less protected, and you're going to be getting fewer and fewer of these benefits. So you have to act now. And so now we're ready for the CTA and the promise. The promise is super cool because, obviously it's strong, MIT scientists, strong proof. It's very specific, 200% boost in less than 20 minutes or as little as 20 minutes. But it's super cool because it's not talking about immunity anymore. It's talking about this miracle molecule MIT scientists. That's important because when you transition from the email to the sales page, there's got to be the continuity there, right? So that they feel like they're in the right place. And so if you click the sales page, we'll see confirmed by scientists, NO levels jump by this when you do this. This whole part here at the top is basically what we saw in the promise. So they're going to feel the continuity, and that's super, super cool because if you look down here at the subhead, here are the dimensional benefits, like, what does that mean for me in my life? But it's not talking about immunity anywhere here, right? And so we took an email and we positioned it in a brand new way for immune health, and we led the customer down this journey to this conclusion that this is how you can get this stuff. But we didn't change the sales page. We didn't change the landing page at all. But it's still connected, right? It's connected, but you didn't change anything. So, what you did was positioned the email in a brand new way, tapped into a brand new segment of the market, and increased sales by 30%, just with that email, in the new positioning, without updating a single thing on the landing page or sales page. So that's super cool. Basically what it means is if your product or service can solve different problems for different people, you can use emails to test new positioning and take advantage of demand in brand new segments of your market. So let's say I'm a copywriter, I am, and I help people get conversions with my system or whatever, and I could write emails talking about different ways to do that, right? So upsell conversions, checkout page conversions. I can enter the conversation with all these different ways and with all these different positionings and drive traffic to the same page, right? So, no matter what you're doing, if it's driving, qualified clicks to your pages and offers with emails, tapping into brand new markets and finding a positioning that sells without spending any money on paid ads, or, keeping your controls producing revenue long after they tire out and start converting lower, without writing a single lead or investing in a new sales page, which can be very expensive. This email kind of has all the secrets you need to do that a lot better. Hope it was helpful. I'm Dustin Gumer. This is Words with Results. Let me know in the comments, how valuable did you find this? Scale from 1 to 10, how do you score it? I would love to hear your takeaways, your action items. Before you go, if you tap the like button and so you get more content like this delivered to you, and so the magical LinkedIn algorithms know to share this with more people like you who will find it valuable. I would love that. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.